I read The 48 Laws of Power, so you don't have to, and trust me. Some of these laws will shock you. This book is banned in prisons. It's been called evil, manipulative, and dangerous, but also life-changing. So, do you want to be the one who wins in life, or the one who gets played? Watch until the end, because once you learn these laws, you'll never see the world the same way again. Welcome to the Girl's Diary. In today's video, we are going to talk about the 48 Laws of Power. I have taken all the important chapters from the book and summarized it for you. Feeling powerless is unbearable. When we lose control, we feel lost. Let's be real, no one dreams of having less power. We all want more. But in today's world, being too obvious about it can backfire. Throughout history, every queen, empress, and leader had a circle of admirers and rivals. Those in their inner court had to play it smart, stay close, but not too close. They had to serve their masters carefully because if they fawned or curried favor too obviously, the others would notice and turn against them. Power isn't just about strength, it's about grace, charm, and knowing exactly when to make your move. The smartest leaders don't work the hardest, they control the people who do. Law. 1. Never outshine the master judgment. Always let those above you feel secure in their power. Trying too hard to impress can backfire. Sparkling too bright might make them feel threatened. Do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. Inspire fear and insecurity. Instead, make them feel brilliant, and they'll lift you higher than you ever imagined. Everyone has insecurities, and when you shine, you'll spark envy. It's inevitable. But here's the real danger: outshining those in power. It is a deadly but common misperception to believe that by displaying and vaunting your gifts and talents, you are winning the master's affection. He may feign appreciation, but at his first opportunity, he will replace you with someone less intelligent, less attractive, less threatening. Some are so insecure that just being yourself is enough to rattle them. If you can't dim your light, steer clear of those who can't handle your glow. History is full of favorites who fell the moment they forgot their place. The secret? Lift them up, make them feel like royalty, and they'll keep you by their side. Power isn't just about having it, it's about making others think they do. Subtle flattery is your secret weapon. If you're smarter than your boss, play it down, let them feel like the genius. Act a little naive, make small mistakes, and give them the chance to save you. They love that. By letting others outshine you, you remain in control instead of being a victim of their insecurity. Hiding your strengths isn't weakness, it's strategy. Stay in control, feed their ego, and when the time is right, rise above them effortlessly. The stars in the sky. There can only be one sun at a time. Never obscure the sunlight or rival the sun's brilliance, but rather fade into the sky and find ways to heighten the master star's intensity. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Be wary of friends. They will betray you more quickly, for they are easily aroused to envy. They also become spoiled and tyrannical. But hire a former enemy, and he will be more loyal than a friend, because he has more to prove. In fact, you have more to fear from friends than from enemies. It is natural to want to employ your friends when you find yourself in times of need. The world is a harsh place, and your friends soften the harshness. Besides, you know them. Why depend on a stranger when you have a friend at hand? The problem is that you often do not know friends as well as you imagine. Your friends often agree on things in order to avoid an argument. They cover up their unpleasant qualities so as to not offend each other. They laugh extra hard at each other's jokes. Since honesty rarely strengthens friendship, you may never know how a friend truly feels. Friends will say that they love your poetry, adore your music, envy your taste in clothes, maybe they mean it. Often they do not. The friend is rarely the one who is most able to help you, and in the end, skill and competence are far more important than friendly feelings. Law 3. Conceal your intentions, judgment. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you are up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path, envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it will be too late. Most people are open books. They say what they feel, blurt out their opinions at every opportunity, and constantly reveal their plans and intentions. They do this for several reasons. First, it is easy and natural to always want to talk about one's feelings and plans for the future. It takes effort to control your tongue and monitor what you reveal. Second, many believe that by being honest and open, they are winning people's hearts and showing their good nature. Honesty is actually a blunt instrument, which bloodies more than it cuts. Your honesty is likely to offend people. It is much more prudent to tailor your words, telling people what they want to hear rather than the coarse and ugly truth of what you feel or think. More important, by being unabashedly open, you make yourself so predictable and familiar that it is almost impossible to respect or fear you, and power will not accrue to a person who cannot inspire such emotions. One way to hide your intentions is to talk endlessly about your desires and goals, just not your real ones. The grayer and more uniform the smoke in your smokescreen, the better it conceals your intentions. A sheep's skin? A sheep never marauds. A sheep never deceives. A sheep is magnificently dumb and docile. With a sheepskin on his back, a fox can pass right into the chicken coop. Win the victory before you declare war. Law Bamon 4. Always say less than necessary. When you are trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear, and the less in control. Even if you're saying something banal, it will seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely you are to say something foolish. Power is in many ways a game of appearances, and when you say less than necessary, you inevitably appear greater and more powerful than you are. Your silence will make other people uncomfortable. Humans are machines of interpretation and explanation. They have to know what you are thinking. When you carefully control what you reveal, they cannot pierce your intentions or your meaning. Your short answers and silences will put them on the defensive, and they will jump in, nervously filling the silence with all kinds of comments that will reveal valuable information about them and their weaknesses. They will leave a meeting with you feeling as if they had been robbed, and they will go home and ponder your every word. This extra attention to your brief comments will only add to your power. Once the words are out, you cannot take them back. Keep them under control. Be particularly careful with sarcasm. The momentary satisfaction you gain with your biting words will be outweighed by the price you pay. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once it slips, however, you are vulnerable and will be attacked on all sides. Make your reputation unassailable. Always be alert to potential attacks and thwart them before they happen. Meanwhile, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations. Then stand aside and let public opinion hang them. The people around us, even our closest friends, will always to some extent remain mysterious and unfathomable. Their characters have secret recesses that they never reveal. In the beginning, you must work to establish a reputation for one outstanding quality, whether generosity or honesty or cunning. This quality sets you apart and gets other people to talk about you. You then make your reputation known to as many people as possible. Subtly, though. Take care to build slowly and with a firm foundation. And watch as it spreads like wildfire. A solid reputation increases your presence and exaggerates your strengths without your having to spend much energy. It can also create an aura around you that will instill respect, even fear. Law 6. Court attention at all costs power is about visibility. If people don't notice you, they forget you. If they forget you, you have no influence, no control, and no value in their eyes. Being too predictable makes you invisible. In a world overflowing with distractions, the ability to capture and maintain attention is one of the most powerful skills you can master. Throughout history, powerful figures have understood that visibility equals power. Whether through admiration, mystery, or even controversy, you must keep people talking about you. Blending in is dangerous. It makes you disposable. Don't blend in. Be distinctive in how you dress, speak, and act. Instead, make yourself unforgettable. Law 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. This law is all about working smarter, not harder. Powerful people leverage the efforts, knowledge, and skills of others while ensuring they receive the recognition. Why waste your own energy when you can use someone else's? The key is to make it seem as if the final success was all yours, because in the end, history only remembers who gets the credit, not who did the work. Why start from scratch when you can build on what others have already done? The most successful people take existing ideas, refine them, and present them as their own. When success happens under your leadership, you must ensure you are the face of that success. Even if others contributed, the spotlight should be on you. Instead of failing on your own, observe others. Let them take the risks, learn from their failures, and then do it better than them. Study the successes and failures of others before making a move. Save yourself time and effort. You don't need to know everything. Just know the right people. Powerful leaders surround themselves with experts who do the work while they reap the rewards. Never let others know how much you depend on them. If people realize they are doing all the work, they will either demand more credit or leave you altogether. Make them feel important, but never indispensable. Praise others enough to keep them motivated, but never so much that they feel they deserve your position. Real-life examples of law. 7 in action. The Kardashians, the art of outsourcing and branding. They don't design their own products, create their own content, or manage their businesses themselves, but they make sure their name is on everything, taking credit for the empire they've built. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Power isn't about proving your point. It's about getting what you want. Arguing with people rarely changes their minds. In fact, it often makes them more stubborn. True power comes from action, influence, and results, not words. Instead of debating, let your actions speak so loudly that no one can ignore them. People are naturally defensive. The more you argue, the more they dig in their heels. You may win an argument, but you won't win their loyalty, respect, or cooperation. Instead of explaining yourself, leave people curious and wanting to know more. In the end, no one remembers who had the best argument. They remember who succeeded. Instead of saying, "I'll prove you wrong," just go out and win. Law de 12. Use selective honesty to disarm your victim. Honesty is powerful, but only when used strategically. A sudden act of sincerity can lower people's defenses, making them trust you and reveal their weaknesses. Once they believe you are genuine, you can subtly influence and manipulate them without suspicion. A small act of honesty can make people let their guard down. Then you strike. People are more likely to trust you after you show vulnerability. Honesty is a tool of power when used at the right time and in the right way. People trust those who seem genuine, so give them just enough truth to make them drop their guard. Then you're in control. This law isn't about being truthful all the time. It's about knowing when and how to use honesty to gain power. Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy. Learn to extract information from others by pretending to be their friend. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more control you have. People love talking about themselves, especially when they think they're with a friend. If you seem harmless and trustworthy, they will reveal everything you need to know. The moment people realize you've been collecting information, they will see you as a threat. Always act clueless or indifferent about the secrets you hold. If confronted, play dumb and act like it was just casual conversation. People gossip because they want to feel important. If you let them think they are sharing something exclusive, they'll give you even more information. Just as you collect information, others may be spying on you too. Always be one step ahead by feeding them false or misleading details when necessary. Spread misinformation to see where it resurfaces. This reveals the real spies. Control your reactions. Never look surprised when someone reveals a secret. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Never be the one to get your hands dirty. Let someone else do the dirty work for you. Stay above the chaos and look innocent. Powerful people never get their hands dirty. When things go wrong, they always have someone else to blame. This law is all about maintaining a flawless reputation while letting others take the fall for your actions. People hate bad news, and they will associate the messenger with the problem. If you need to make an unpopular decision, find a scapegoat to deliver it for you. Your reputation is your biggest asset. If people see you as pure, kind, and faultless, they will trust and admire you. even if you're secretly pulling strings behind the scenes. Powerful people stay above the mess while others take the heat. By keeping your hands clean, you protect your reputation and remain untouchable. Law 32. Play to people's fantasies. Reality can be dull, harsh, and disappointing. People don't want the truth. They crave illusions, dreams, and fantasies. If you can offer them an escape from their reality, they will follow you, believe in you, and even fight for you. People prefer illusions over reality. The truth can be boring or painful, but a well-crafted fantasy is irresistible. Those who promise the extraordinary hold power over others. Offer people hope, excitement, or mystery to keep them engaged. Sell the dream, not the product. People don't just buy things, they buy a lifestyle, an experience, a feeling. The most successful figures in history knew how to sell a vision that people desperately wanted. Tap into what people secretly desire. Most people won't admit what they really want: love, power, status, adventure. If you can identify their hidden desires, you can control them. People don't want the truth. They want the version of reality that makes them feel special, hopeful, and powerful. Give them that, and they will worship you. I have explained the most important parts of the book for you. There are still plenty of juicy strategies to go over. Let me know, and I'll make a part 2 of this. Let me know in the comments which chapter you liked the most, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.